As the saying goes, NTB Gonna NTB. So, the Minecraft movie came out to wide appeal, breaking over $300 million on its opening box office week, crushing Snow White in the process. Now, to most of you people after listening, you may think, okay, Minecraft, it's a movie, right? It's a video game that people like to play. I can see why it did well. The Mario movie did well, and then you go about and move along with your day, but not for not to be. Absolutely not. And I knew this was going to happen. Once I saw Joel Berry talk about how Minecraft was slop moving and how slop was in and woke was gone, I knew that this type of essay was coming, and boy, let me tell you, NTB did not disappoint with this article. So let's get into this today. And I'm just having some fun here. It's probably not like they're gonna watch this anyway. Anyway, let's talk about young men, landslide, and the implications of the Minecraft slop that made 300 million over the weekend. It's always like these NTB style articles. They bring in like some random, like Lord of the Rings reference or something like that. Like I've never seen the movie. I've never watched the book, read the book. I don't know what you're talking about with this Lord of the Rings stuff. And they always talk about how it's like some type of huge spiritual experience thingy that's like really important in the cornerstone of Western civilization, blah, blah, blah. And they try to do that with Minecraft as well to something. So he talks about how the movie brought in over $200 million. Means success because it only costs $157 million. So, it's profitable. Yay, capitalism. And it kind of looks like this. Snow White struggled. And it says, quote, as it turns out, making a movie for the fan base without concern about modern socio-political commentary, diversity, or inclusion actually really makes money. And he just left it there. He said, hey guys, look, we have a nice movie. Woke went to die, but nope, absolutely not. This became something about young men. Yes, that's what this is about. The plight of young men. Hordes of young men took to the theaters to watch the film. The unruly reactions made headlines themselves, and it's just like they reacted to like lines from a trailer, like that newsworthy or groundbreaking. Like someone's house probably got broken yesterday, and here we are sitting out like talking about someone reacting to news from a trailer, but nonetheless. The chicken jockey scene where a little zombie rides a chicken in a cage fight. And again, this movie is once again based off a simple mind and build game for kids. Actually got the police involved in several instances. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what they're talking about. And he says that this movie is slop. And here's a clip that he wants to show us here to prove that it's slop.
Let's go fight some pigs.
I'm ready. I'm done with those pigs. Yeah, me too.
Let's do it for Gargar. First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft! 1, 2, 3.
It's kind of a funny line. I'm not going to lie here. Though the only thing that's kind of sloppy about this is the cinematography. I'm aware this is like taped off of a theater screen, but like the lighting kind of looks off. Maybe it's just the CGI or something like that. But like, who cares? Who cares, right? But no, sir. Never let it be said that not to be will not mine every craft. Never let it be said that not to be will not look for every turn over every stone. They will not look under every creeper. They will not climb every mountain. They will not tear down every wall to see if they can somehow bring some type of countercultural analysis in here that somehow has to do with God and the state of Western civilization in a Minecraft game for 8-year-olds. Never let it be said that not to be cannot and will not accomplish, stretching to great lengths of this nature. And sometimes slop works. Slop can be funny. I'm not against well done slop, if that makes sense. Wife, thank you, Kamala Harris, for that inspiring sentence. After all, Minecraft isn't a game meant for sophisticated thinkers. It's a game where boys can tap out from the real world. And here's where NTB has to make this endless, kind of useless political point here, which has nothing but hate for them. Okay. No. Nothing but? It's kind of a superlative. And also, Minecraft is for boys and girls. By the way, it's like digital Legos, essentially. From what I've seen here. This is more like analytic than like a Redeem Zoomer Minecraft Orthodox Church server or something like that. And to scratch the masculine alerts to build new worlds without being lectured by the woke message. All right. Minecraft was released November 18th, 2011. Okay, it was not built to... Sorry. It was released May 17th, 2009, but it was called Cave Game, according to Google here. And then it came out, I guess, as Minecraft on the 18th of November, 2011. It was not built to defeat the woke message. It was not built for anything of this nature. It was just built so that people can build things with blocks. And here's NTB over here analyzing it like it's, it's the second coming of, the greatest game ever made. It's like this Redditor built some type of universe inside of Minecraft, and that's interesting, I guess. Warner Brothers took a silly game meant for prepubescent boys, made the corniest, sloppiest plot of an action movie ever, and put it out there and made a killing. But the fact that young men are so hungry for stories that speak to them. No. It's not because of that they wanted something to speak to them. Okay, here. Let me analyze this for you, because I think sometimes they get a bit too obsessed with their little analysis, which kind of makes sense. I mean, think about it. It's a political website, not a game website, not a tech website. So they have to run the story with that type of angle, and sometimes the angle is good. Usually it's good. But now when you're just analyzing a game where you build blocks and then they say, "Hey guys, this game's popular, let's make a movie out of it," it's not a story that speaks to anyone. Okay, it's an action adventure movie set in a world where everything's like pixelated. That's what it is. It's just a fun action adventure movie. Okay, it's like the Paw Patrol movie. Didn't that do well too? No one's going into Minecraft thinking, "Yes, this speaks to me." Unlike Snow White, it's just that Snow White's a girl, and princess movies aren't going to really do well with boys. How's this hard to understand? It doesn't speak to them. It's just for them because it's an action game that's for or primarily used by men. It's a video game. Like if it was a movie about, I don't know, trad wives or something, maybe girls like it. Duh. All right. Anyway, it says something about the current cultural moment. No, it doesn't. This isn't the cultural moment. We're not gonna be looking back in encyclopedias in 2050, be like, so the Minecraft movie came out 25 years ago, and this was an important touchstone in the transition away from woke culture to slop culture. In fact, no one's gonna be into AP U.S. history. I'm talking about the Minecraft movie in 5 years. This isn't an important cultural touchstone. Okay, it's just a movie, people. Okay, let's not get too carried away. But NTB Gonna NTB. Parents are even posting messages like this to emphasize how their sons are captivated by this film. Yes, because it's a film about a video game that he plays. Okay, he's not sitting around there thinking about the cultural moment, the moment of analysis of this current time. He's not sitting there thinking, "Wow, this movie isn't woke." He's just thinking, "Hey, wow, look, someone built a world in a movie just like me. Woo!" So what does this mean? Why does it deserve an op-ed and not to be? Okay, it doesn't. Let's start with this premise. Stories are the heart of a civilization. And here we go, guys. We're jumping down to a little Minecraft tube. They bounce out like a Mario Kart. This has been true for the place of all history. If a nation doesn't have stories, then it is not a nation. Yes, guys. This is the story of America. A game created in 2011 has single-handedly saved America from becoming not a nation. Because this is our shared story that even I don't know about, because I've never played the game a day in my life. Okay, I used to think it was like satanic or something. Over the last century and a half, the West has cast off its shared stories. Well, I mean, United States is not even 250 years, so he's saying since like 1876. Okay, we can go with that. Yes. The Marxist work experiments has told us God is dead and there's no need for a redemptive story. More historical lessons or hope of eternal life found in the Bible. Okay, I haven't seen the Minecraft movie, but unless we're gonna do like some type of plugged-in level analysis here, where they kind of have to like contour themselves into a pretzel, into like you're trying to either bring Jesus into like some movie where he is not, or they try to find like some type of deeper message. Like if you're like a devotional or like a youth pastor, you're like in this movie. I remember going to church one time. You're like around the time when Inside Out 1 came out, and they're like, joy is good. Here's a verse from Zechariah. It says joy is good. Now we're gonna have you sit and watch this Inside Out movie where the main character's name is Joy. Extrapolation, people. Extrapolation. I swear, if a production comes in and is like, yeah, guys, so this is how Minecraft relates to the salvation message in 3 easy steps. See, in Minecraft, you can build just like God created the earth, but they have these things called creepers, which like bring sin into your Minecraft world, and only one man can save the civilization that you have. And see, I just make that up on the spot. I should be a devotional writer. Nonetheless, Western civilization is evil, so there's no need to study the dead old white men, let alone read great works of art like the Iliad, the Odyssey, Beowulf, Shakespeare, the Canterbury Tales, or the more Arthur, about King Arthur. You know, I've read some of those, Shakespeare, Beowulf, some of the Canterbury Tales, or at least the non-inappropriate parts. And, you know, it's great, you know, great works of literature, you know, but none of those works of literature have ever shaped me, you know, from my policies to this podcast, to my other podcasts, to my views and stances on things, has literally never been shaped by anything like this. I mean, it's been shaped mostly by personal experience and adventures in Odyssey. So, yeah, I mean, that's where I get my framework for how the world should work and how school and detective stories work. Also, you know, modern books that we've read within the last 50 years, you know, fiction book, children's fiction books. And, you know, look, I think I turned out pretty well. You know, I have some people out there that try to detract. I have some people out there that try to, you know, be like, oh, well, you're young and your brain isn't fully developed yet. Yeah, okay. I'll get back to you on that one. Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Like a side note here, I don't really care. Like, oh my goodness, you're doing a debate and you're gonna get dunked on. Okay, what do I care? But look, that's just a side tangent here. The real tangent is that Minecraft movie and the Minecraft game is not a Western shared story like Beowulf or Shakespeare. But nor are those really Western shared stories anymore. I mean, I've never really seen anyone like do public policy off of Shakespeare and stuff like maybe Romeo or Juliet. In the burning away of these cultural tapestries, the postmodernists hoped to create a new age with a new man that wanted to remake the world according to their own image. All right, let me remind you here again that we are talking about the Minecraft movie, and here he is talking about how communists tried to remake the world with the new image. Okay, let's not forget that what we're referring to. Okay, let's not forget what we're talking about here. He somehow jumped from Minecraft to communism, which is just impressive, honestly. But here in the West, the mind virus had difficulty taking root. The old order, with its moral lessons on virtue and salvation and duty, was not easily overthrown. This is great op-ed here. What in the name of Samsung does this have to do with Minecraft, like, at all? Like, what are you yapping about? While King David, King Arthur, and Hercules were done away with, they were replaced with heroes like Superman, Aragorn. There we go again with this, like, Lord of the Rings stuff. Son of Erethdon, Aslan, and Luke Skywalker. What does this have to do with Minecraft? All of these heroes embodied the Christian ethos, whether it was purposeful or not. Some of these writers wanted their stories to be banners of Christian hope, and they believed that the true myth running out against the atheistic communist drivel. Yep, that's exactly what the developer of Minecraft was thinking when he was building this game in 2009. He was thinking, you know, I will become the next Aslan. I will become the next Tolkien. I will become the next Lord of the Rings novel. When he built a game where he built things with blocks. In fact, that's what Lego was thinking too back in the 30s. They were thinking, we will become the next bastion of Western civilization. And a random website is going to come in and talk about us from the homeschooled 90s families in 100 years. And then they'd be like, what's your website? Anyway, let's keep moving on. You do realize that in the last 5 minutes, I haven't mentioned Minecraft in the article once. Okay, we've talked about every other work of art, literature. We've talked about the Bible. We talked about some Middle Ages literature. We talked about some, Middle U.S. Ages literature. We've talked about some, modern literature and movies. We have not once talked about the Minecraft game or movie. And then this is why the woke Marxists has tried so hard to destroy the ember of the Christian light in stories that fans the flames of the hearts of young men. Yep, only young men like Star Wars. Luke Skywalker make him a sad old man who drinks green milk. Okay, I'm not an expert on Star Wars here, but like, aren't they like in space? What's wrong with green milk? Okay. Superman, he's gay and/or a climate refugee. Okay, yeah, but like, who cares about Superman? Indiana Jones, he's also a sad old man. Lord of the Rings, Aragorn's great ancestor Isildur needs to be saved by an elf of color. What? Yep. Again, what in the name of Samsung does this have to do with Minecraft? They're just touching every single piece of IP that they loved in the 90s and in the early 2000s. And then just like, well, see, Disney ruined it. And that's why the Marxists are destroying Minecraft or something. And that's why this is bad. Because, something. Like, bro, if you just want good stories, just go listen to Adventures on Odyssey. Just do that, and you'll turn out like me. Okay? And everyone should want to turn out like me. Aslan, the son of the Emperor is beyond the sea, is apparently Meryl Streep now. I don't care. Okay? You could have Alexa voice this, okay? I wouldn't care. I'm not going to watch this movie. Oh, wow, you see, it's an allegory for... It's a kid's movie, okay? It's a kid's movie, okay? Look, you can have some lizard go out there and voice this thing, okay? These activists making the films aren't hiding what they're doing. The point in taking over these male-majority franchises is purposeful, methodological. And despite it all, Hollywood has not been able to drive out the burning desire for real stories, for stories that speak to the heart of valor, adventure, and truth, and wonder and excitement. Sounds like something you've heard? Yeah, just go listen to freaking Adventure and Odyssey. How is this hard? It turns out these traits and values, like human nature, are fixed and immovable. They cannot and do not change. Men need these stories. They do not orient themselves in a world based on relationships like women do. Source needed, okay? They seek a purpose, a quest, with the reward in mind, that they seek to orient themselves rightly before they set out on that quest, which includes forming brotherhood with other men who share their goals. Only not the bee. I swear, only this website could start yapping about a freaking quest and that, and Marxism and brotherhood and some other random stories. Only this website can do this to literally anything. I mean, it is a skill. It's an accomplishment. This is how men approach education, careers, dating, and marriage, filling out their fantasy football picks, building castles in Minecraft, or lifting at the gym. Everything is defined by the quest. It wasn't some lady on TikTok saying that too. It's a 1,000-word article yapping about how building Minecraft is essentially the same thing as Shakespeare or it's a shared story or something like that. And if that's confusing, let the old meme explain, which is just... Let the old meme explain? Boo! The meme's probably made like 5 years ago. It's not like it's been on its own tab, like the 10 Commandments. Oh, you'd be like, Marxism, liberalism is bad. If this is confusing, here, have a meme. I wonder if he's thinking of me. And then there's this meme of, if I don't lift this, I'm gay and my whole family dies. What kind of meme is this? What? Who thinks like this? Like, that doesn't even make sense logically. Okay, guys. Like, let's try to apply this to Minecraft, which this article is still about. I must remind you. If I don't build this castle in Minecraft, I'm gay and my whole family dies. So, though, I do like this entire trend. We haven't heard anything about the bad effects of screen time. We haven't heard anything about, that actually building Minecraft is bad. We haven't heard anything about how video games are bad. So, hey, look. Let's give them props and credit where it's due. Sure, we've had an entire lesson of Western history starting in the year 1, starting with Jesus being born in the manger to, the year like 1970-something with the first Star Wars. And sure, we got an entire lesson in Western history and how it has been trying to be overthrown by Russian commies. I mean, does that have anything to do with Minecraft? No. I mean, like, the only thing that Russian commies have to do with Minecraft is, like, they have one good video game, and that was Tetris. That's, like, their one accomplishment to the world. And, Tetris is a video game, Minecraft is a video game. Bada boom, bada bing, hire me as a writer. Well, I mean, they'd have to unban me, but Yeah. Anyway, without stories that temper and hone the masculine drive for questing into something virtuous but deadly, you get weak men who are otherwise useless or bloodthirsty. Yes, everyone knows that if it wasn't for Minecraft, we'd have a whole bunch of weak, sad, pathetic men. It's been Minecraft alone that has saved us from that. No, okay, just go to church and listen to Adventure Odyssey like a normal person. And by normal person, I mean no one I've ever actually met in real life. I'm just assuming they all live in the Midwest somewhere. But 20% of the population. Let's just assume that there are actual Adventure Odyssey fans out there because the show's still on the air. So, I mean, my show's still on there and no one listens, but it's not like I lose money doing this. Focus on the Family would definitely lose money trying to put out a show that no one listens to. If we cannot produce Lancelots, humanity falls into two sections. Those who could deal in blood, and iron can be meek and hall. Blah, 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 blah. All right, the slop of the Minecraft movie is indicative that young men in 2025. Oh, yes, we finally got back to the Minecraft movie, people. We finally got back. Welcome back. The slop of the Minecraft movie is indicative that young men in 2025, like young men in every point in human history, desire stories to teach them about meaning and knighthood and virtue and destiny. Did he see the movie? Like, I didn't see it, but I'm really doubting that you learned anything about knighthood and destiny. Oh, guys. If someone's in a burning building and you think you can save them, you should. Guys, you should do something productive with your life and stop scrolling on TikTok. Yep, it was the Minecraft movie that, boys needed this. They craved this. Nope. The meaning about knighthood and virtue and destiny even for means watching Jason Momoa fight a blocky zombie on a chicken. What? Hollywood got rid of all the male heroes, but young men are latching on to new heroes now, nonetheless. The problem is, if we leave them eating slop like the prodigal son who found himself eating in the pigs, you won't get Lancelots. Yep, see, absolutely. The Minecraft movie is slop, and if we let people watch slop like this, then we're not going to get knights from the 1200s. Expert analysis here from NTB. Just W right there. And yeah, that's what Hollywood is going to do next. Seeing the failure of their work experiment, I expect studios to turn to junk food films to chase after financial success. Hollywood has never, ever tried to make a bad film to make money before. Ever. I mean, this is a brand new thing. Breaking news 2025, coming live from Not to Be. Hollywood has announced that they are going to release bad films to try to make money. I'm Joel Abbott reporting from Not to Be. And yet, the funniest part of the Minecraft movie doing well is that slot movie companies are going to make now and completely bomb. If anyone in Hollywood is reading, they're not. Make tales that matter instead. Yeah, obviously, because The Lord of the Rings tales actually matters. I mean, sure, it's in a fictional world set in some fictional town in a fictional place that doesn't even exist. But, it matters because you had people walking up a mountain and an old person giving wisdom or something. Sure, Star Wars is set in a galaxy far, far away using Space Force fake weapons. But, they save some princess or something, so it matters. But heaven forbid, Minecraft, it's slop because the cinematography is bad. And, I don't know, because you save some chicken riding on the back of a pixelated donkey or something. It's slop. So, Not to Be is definitely gonna not to be.